Welcome to the most authoritative boxing channel. My name is Matt. Today's episode, I'm going to give you my 100% take on what happened between Basti Samir and Idowu Rasheed. And I'm not going to say it without fear or favor, irrespective of my nationality. I'm going to refer to the facts, and in this episode, stay tuned. So, before I do that, please remember to subscribe to the channel, press the bell icon, express your views in the comment section, and share this particular video with friends and family. Now, I want to start off by saying that before the fight started, I felt Basti Samir lacked confidence. I had a brief interview with Basti Samir prior to the fight. Immediately, he alighted from his car. The arrival of Basti Samir. Basti, this is your comeback fight. What should we expect from you?
They should expect a good fight, man. They should expect a good fight. Have that knockout, man. They should expect a good fight.
Will there be a knockout in this fight?
Sure. Like we always do by the grace of God.
All right.
Respect.
Round 2, fast.
He was with his brother, Basti Samir. Immediately he alighted. I happened to have been at the dressing section of the Decathlon Kaokudi Park. Then I pulled out my phone and asked him 2 questions. But the Basti Samir I know really lacked confidence, because I have been to several Basti Samir fights. Even his last fight in Ghana, I was there and I was in the changing room for about 30 minutes, even before his fight with the Cameroonian international happened. Now, prior to the fight, I saw the Nigerian warming up and he looked good. And I said to one of the guys I was working with, take note, I was commentating on that match. I was a commentator for that match for KA Boxing Sports. So I was at the event and I witnessed everything myself. Now, and I said that this guy is good. And prior to the fight and in preparation, I was sent the history. No, I was sent the box rec detailed of Basti Samir, and Basti Samir had lost a fight. And when I went to check, the person whom Basti Samir had lost to, his record wasn't impressive. So I was taken aback. Why are you putting Basti Samir in? Then I went to check his opponent's box rec, and I realized that his opponent had just about 7 fights. He has won 5, lost 1, and drawn 1. So I'm sure they had watched the clips of his opponent and realized that this is a guy whom Basti Samir can use as a recovering tool to get back into the world stage. So I thought a guy with 7 fights, that's no match for a guy with about 21, 22 fights. With Basti's record is 20 win, 1 loss, and 1 draw. So I thought Basti would still win because he had the experience and the home crowd, though the Nigerian looked good whilst warming up. I went to their corner. I was like, can I have a quick word? They said they are warming up. Then I left. Now, fast forward to the fight itself. We were videoing Basti whilst going in. It was a splendid entrance, a colorful one, if I should say. Basti went into the ring. The referee read out instructions. Some important dignitaries were there. The fight started. When the fight started, Basti pinned Rasheed to the ropes and threw some combinations. That was when Rasheed gained the confidence that he would be able to beat Basti, because from there you could see that he had taken the punches very well, and he had now begun to dish out punishment of his own. The jab, one jab I remember, wobbled or took Basti's head, snapped his head backwards, and I realized that it's going to be a very long night. So upon that, an uppercut wobbled Basti. Then Rasheed wanted to follow up. Immediately he wanted to follow up. This is why I questioned the referee technique of Neequaye Kotei. It was a shameful performance. Then he went in straight ahead and deducted the point from Rasheed, accusing him of rabbit punching. he accused Rasheed of rabbit punching, and without prior warning, he deducted him 1 point. The fight went on, and he wobbled Basti again, but the round had come to an end. So after going offline, I told the head of production, Kevin, that I don't think Basti would win this fight because he looks very much in trouble just in the first round. The second round started, and Rasheed was the aggressor. After throwing one or two combinations, anytime he tries to step on the gas, the referee draws closer and warns him. Then he managed to drop Basti, I think with a left hook, right? He went outside the ropes, but he managed to come back into the ropes and he beat the count. Now, then Rasheed followed up and pinned Basti to the ropes. You could see clearly that the referee was jumping in to stop something, or he was about to use that old school tactics to prevent Rasheed from knocking out Basti. But before he could jump in the second time, the left hook, was it a left hook? I think it was a left hook. No, it was a right hook. The right hook had landed and Basti's leg had buckled out of him, and Basti went straight like a tree that had been chopped in the forest, straight to the floor, hit his head on the canvas, and it was going to be a long night. The silly thing the referee did was to wave off to signal as if it wasn't a knockdown. So he was trying to urge Basti to get up, but Basti was gone. Immediately, the ring doctor jumped into the ring. The coaching staff of Basti jumped into the ring, and that should call for automatically disqualification on the part of Basti. Because if your coaches have jumped into the ring to rescue you, that means automatically you are out. That was when Jumbo, who is the coach of Rasheed, also came into the ring trying to take off the gloves of Rasheed. As at that time, I have left the commentary screen and had gone to the ringside. That was when I managed to get this interview with Jumbo. Listen.
Had a knockout twice in one round. They've kept the boxer for more than 30 minutes. They want him to fight back. I have never seen that anywhere in the world. I have boxed all through my life. I've never seen it. Where a boxer will be kept after 30 minutes brought back into the ring to fight. I want them to save his life. I am telling the world body now. Let them save his life. If not,
So, good your we all know that when someone steps in the ring, he puts his life at risk.
Yes.
And if he's willing to continue, what is your beef?
the fight has been stopped for more than 30 minutes to save him. It has never happened anywhere in the world. Check from the time of John Lewis. From the time of John Lewis till today, it has never happened. Where a fight is stopped for 30 minutes to save a boxer, it has never happened. It has never happened. A fight is stopped for 30 minutes to save a boxer. What about if it was my own boxer? What would have happened? I don't. If my boxer loses, let him lose. Well, I'll go home and go back to the drawing board. But my boxer has stopped Samuel Bartir. If they are going to guarantee that Samuel Bartir will not allow my boxer to fight.
So what about?
Let them save him. Let them save him. He's fighting with a war horse. He's fighting with a war horse. He's fighting with a war horse.
So you could hear Jumbo clearly saying that they should save their fighter. And after some about 15 minutes or 20 minutes thereabouts, they were trying to get Basti to recover so that the fight would continue. But Basti was totally clearly out and was not himself. If someone had allowed Basti to continue with the fight and something bad had happened to Basti, that person would have been charged for manslaughter. Because even 3 hours, right to about later, when Basti's junior brother was about to fight, when I went seeking an interview or arranging an interview, you could clearly see that Basti was still not himself he was relaxed and with a lady beside him. I don't know who the lady is, but Basti was clearly still out about 2 to 3 hours after the knockdown. So it wasn't the ideal situation to send Basti back into the ring. Basti was clearly knocked out, and that should have been the ruling. We often complain in Ghana here that when our boxers go abroad, they are cheated. Nigeria. So why don't we set the better standards? And this one, it wasn't even as if it was a 12-point decision or the fight went all the rounds and you happen to have scored it in favor of Basti Samir. This was a situation where Basti was clearly knocked out. The same thing happened somewhere in December, I think 23rd or 24th, at the Kolegono Beach that way, where Sobo, the national heavyweight champion, was clearly being beaten by another Nigerian. He could not keep up the pace. Then the fight was halted. Then the decision was given to the Ghanaian, which was I've forgotten his name. Sobo. I think that these things must stop. We are not preparing our fighters for the best. We are only training them for a payday, and that would not develop the sports. We want government support in boxing, but if top officials who can negotiate or bring governmental support into the sports of boxing are there, and you people are performing clearly poorly and cheating like this, that support wouldn't come. I call on the GBA boss to sanitize the situation because it is ugly, it is uncalled for, and everybody there knew that this guy had been robbed. It was as clear as daylight. Even if there was nothing you could do about it, no matter how you tend to twist the narrative, there was no way Basti Samir had secured a draw or a win in that fight. He was clearly knocked out and out. And Basti Samir himself has been on the decline for so long. Let me give you a fight where I stated in my Boxing Monday that Basti Samir fought against a debutant from Cameroon at the La Palme, Pereira Kunongui. He was a debutant. He went all 12 rounds with Basti Samir. And even within that fight, I stated to the promoter of that event, which is Isaac Amankwa, that Basti had lost the fight. That particular fight, there was this guy from Silver Black. He was running commentary, and we all were taken aback by the results that were mentioned. Then Basti got that win, went abroad and fought against Clotis Pendavris. And let's look at the record of Clotis. He is a journeyman. He is a journeyman who has lost 20 fights. And since his since 2019, he had fought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. He has fought 17 times, and Basti Samir is the only person whom he has beaten via a unanimous decision. It tells you the level of Basti Samir. This is a certified journeyman who has lost, who in 17 fights has only won 1. Who has he beaten? Basti Samir. Even 14 fights prior to beating Basti Samir in the 15th, he had lost. After he beat Basti Samir, after 2 fights, he had lost them. So it goes to tell you that this is a typical journeyman who had beaten Basti Samir. It should tell us clearly that Basti Samir is no longer himself, or Basti is on the decline and should hang off his boot. If he's unable to stay disciplined and come into the ring, I don't know if Basti was fasting during the Ramadan. If he was fasting during the Ramadan season, then maybe the fasting may have affected him. But I want to believe that the right call was made for Basti during his spiritual period. So I don't want to delve into that deeply. But with Rasheed, he told me categorically in the interview, which I'm going to post after this, that what hurts him the most is that he sacrificed Ramadan to train for this fight.
This fight, I've been prepared this fight well. Even I'm not fasting. That the thing where they pay me.
And that hurts him per the result that has been churned out. But the Nigerian Boxing Federation secretariats have pushed. Then Rasheed has been granted the win by the UBO. But it is sad that you take a victory away from a boxer in the ring, because that is the place in which glory and honor is earned, and that is where it should have been celebrated. Blood, tears, and sweat went into the preparation, and taking that victory away from Rasheed was shameful, especially on the Ghanaian authority, especially the referee. He should have made the right decision, waved off the fight immediately. Basti went down because clearly Basti fell just like Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder fell. And it's sad it had to bring this controversy, denting the image of Ghana boxing. I hope we would learn from all these and make and build our fighters genuinely, not make them fight gym mates, not go into fight with our own scorecard. We want this fight to be a draw. All those nonsense must stop if we really want to be at the upper echelon of boxing in Africa and be at the top again. That is the truth. They know it, but they won't do it. This is my take. Thank you for watching. Stay positive. Subscribe, like, comment, and share. Your greatness has no limit.